This is a public service announcement. If you are offended by anything, please leave now, because you will be offended by this Scottish man. I guarantee it. He's a little bit of a drunk, he's a little bit of an angry man, and he will say vulgar, weird, crude, and sometimes disgusting things. Such as...
is when you see a little boy and you think, what if?
And...
does the chicken come first or does the egg come first? And you say, I don't know, but I'd rather not throw a fucking chicken at your house.
if you are offended by these things, you have no chance of enjoying this video. I personally believe that creativity is to take what everybody thinks you should do and instead focus on what you can do. Such as creating a character and going a little bit too far, maybe offending the person you're interviewing.
On with it and ask the question. So, what is your cup size? Do you know the Muffin Man?
I'm sorry, the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man, you idiot. I mean, sorry, the Muffin... You must know the Muffin Man. He works downtown.
I don't think I do.
Do you, or do you not, still have crabs?
Never
It's a serious question. You've never had crabs?
Have you?
They're the worst.
When you scratch your left testicle, does the right one get a little bit jealous, or does it know that it's going to get its turn eventually?
Well, the left one's a little bigger than the right one, right? So you got to give it a little more attention. So that's normally how I do it. They kind of understand.
I'm sorry, is this supposed to be about creativity?
The second question I gotta ask you, this is a little more serious. I gotta ask you, what does creativity mean today?
I don't think personally that you can define it as one specific thing. I think that everyone has some form of creativity just ingrained in their mind. Even the most boring person in existence has to have something.
Like me? Sorry, what?
Has to have something that they're passionate about, and when you're passionate about something, you can get creative with it. So yeah, like me, my favorite form of creativity is drawing and painting, because I really like to get hands-on with stuff and get really messy and get paint everywhere.
I think creativity is anything of yourself that you put into something. It could be like a movement, or it could be a painting, or anything really, I think. Probably in my photography, mostly. Just recently, my sister, she just had her baby. I was able to capture the moment when our first, my nephew Ethan came into the world, and I thought that was a really special moment to be able to capture on camera. See, I find with photography, I can put a lot of myself into it, and I think it's a really good way of expressing myself through my pictures and my ideas, and again, what I think is creative.
I think it can mean anything. I mean, way back when people had to be creative to survive, that was their creativity. Or if they had to label bowls because they didn't know how to write their names, I mean, that would be their creativity. Now, today, it's anything, because there is creativity in everything, and that's kind of what I believe.
Creativity is anything that doesn't conform.
Such as?
Climbing a tree.
I notice you're wearing a suit. Is that supposed to be some kind of metaphor where you're wearing a suit and you're gonna maybe climb a tree?
Well, you know, I go to work every single day, and you know,
yeah.
I'm not allowed to do things that make me happy anymore. Well, for example, you know, when you're a kid, your parents could buy you some expensive gaming system, and you'll be in the yard playing with the 50-cent bubbles, or, you know, raising hell with your G.I. Joe doll. I personally had an Incredible Hulk action figure. It was good times. But as we tend to get older, we stop finding content in the simple things. Personally had an Incredible Hulk time.
I suppose.
Woo!
Are you recording?